Sharif, I guess just to start it off, what made Ole Miss the right fit for you, and I guess what was your transfer portal process like?
I would say my visit when I came, the amount of love, and then like just how they explained to me like how exactly I'll be used, and then I mean they were just competing in the college football playoffs, and they've been consistent. So it's like it's hard to pass up, you know.
What was their plan for you in terms of usage?
Well, at Florida, I was mostly a star because it's like we had a weak safety and a star at Florida, and I was like always at the point of attack. But here, it's a line and a ram, which is like they're the star and the weak safety mixed in between each other. So I could show more versatility, and I like that, so I wanted to do that.
You obviously faced Ole Miss last year. How do you think, or I'm sorry, let me rephrase. You faced Ole Miss last year. What did you take away from their defense last year versus the group that you guys have this year?
Yeah, they were like the front seven was definitely like getting after the quarterback all the time. Like it was pressure in the pocket or even like free guys in the run. Like that was something I looked at. I definitely like wanted to get in there and like do my own thing, you know.
How early was Ole Miss on the table for you as an option if you entered the portal?
The first day, like they hit up my agent as soon as I got in the portal, and then they weren't my first option, but they were like getting really like getting at my agent, and so he was like, yeah, now you have to go here, like just to at least give him a visit, and then I ended up like really liking it and everything. So.
Did you visit before the Fiesta Bowl or was it after?
After, yes, sir.
So when you watched them, I guess you watched some of the Fiesta Bowl or part of it. Did you kind of watch to see sort of where you'd fit? What was that like watching a team that's still playing, knowing that that's an option for you?
Yeah, it was like it was hard because we played them, but I was kind of rooting for them to like win, you know. But it was cool to see like the DBs play. I was definitely watching Whitehead Williams. He played free safety, but I was definitely watching him like ball out and make plays out there. And Cap too. Definitely just seeing how they played and how I could better play things or how I can do what they do to make plays as well.
I'm curious from the Florida perspective last year, the week that you guys played here, all the Kiffin talk about Kiffin going to Florida. What was that like for you guys in Gainesville that week?
Yeah, I mean, it was probably more like for the offensive players because, like, I mean, as a defensive player, like, he's an offensive-minded head coach, so, like, he wouldn't really, like, be dealing with us as much. He would help us, but I feel like we just like last year or, like, in 2024, like, we just was trying to go in there and take their playoff hopes away. Yeah.
I guess seeing the Ole Miss offense as an opponent and now seeing it in practice and that kind of thing, does it look at all different now with Baker than it did last year when Weiss was the coordinator?
No, I mean they still like have really good pass concepts and just like really good plays to play with your eyes as far as that. And Trinidad's Trinidad, so he gonna always extend the plays and make sure you like stay on your guy and stuff like that.
What is it about Trinidad that's so hard to defend?
Shoot, I would just first like just everybody on offense at least like they just form around him. Like he's somebody that's easy to like be led by, you know. But yeah, I just like he has everything. Like he can zip it, he can float it, he can extend the play with his feet, and then on the run he can like throw it as well. So it's kind of nothing that he can't do. Just makes it hard.
If you don't mind going back to like the time when you were visiting and just trying to cram everything in, like that was nuts for I imagine you and also the team trying to do that, and then in the middle of the CFP, just like what are the things you kind of have to learn about a program in a short time to be like, yeah, I see myself going here?
Well, I feel like in the portal, like you gotta weigh like what's the things that you need in a school for you to go there. Like that's like personal. Like for every person it's different, but yeah, you gotta see like what do they fit the criteria the things that you need to get from a school. If they fit that, then I guess that's the place you need to go.
What were some of the things that you were looking at in that regard?
Well, like maybe from the lack thereof of like the place before, like just like more detail as far as this like coverage and like just switching up a little bit of things. Like we might have been a little bit static at Florida. Like I feel like here, like they go into a little bit more detail and like they make a couple more adjustments.
How important is it to make connections with the guys that you're coming into a room with, with the relatively new cornerback room?
Yeah, it's huge because like you play better when you trust guys and like when y'all like have that bloodshed together, you know. So it's definitely like a big thing to make sure everybody's tied in and like even outside of the program or outside of the facility, like just make sure you guys are locked in, you know.
And with a very talented wide receiver room, how do they make you better on the defensive side?
Oh yeah, every day, shoot, team, 7-on, 1-on-1s, like it doesn't matter. Like we competing, like all the Deuce, Jonte, Horatio, like everybody just compete every day. And if you don't come out there on your A game, then they're gonna make you look bad. And then vice versa, like we could put hands on them or everything. So you just good on good, iron sharpen iron.
Any more questions? Okay, thanks, Sharif.